Hello everyone, I'm Lily and you're watching Lily of the Stars. So today I want to do a reading for all the air signs and find out what's coming up for you in love and romance. So let's go ahead and get started. So I want to start off with Gemini. All right, Gemini, you're up first. And then I'm going to do Libra, then Aquarius. So please feel free to fast forward to your sign. And if it doesn't resonate, just, leave it for someone else. It may fit into their story better. All right. All right, Gemini. So let's go ahead and find out what's coming towards you in love and romance. For Gemini Spirit, what's coming towards the Geminis in love? What's coming towards the Geminis in love? Okay. All right, let's get a couple more cards. Okay. All right, so the overall energy, Gemini, is the Nine of Swords. So right now you may be feeling quite a bit of anxiety and you may be worrying a lot and potentially not able to sleep that well at night. Maybe you just kind of feel like maybe in your relationship you're just at a breaking point. I hate to be that negative, but I mean, it's possible. Just take what resonates and just leave the rest. So let's see what else you have. Okay, so you might be going through some type of transformation right now because you did get the Tower card. So the Tower also speaks on sudden changes and upheavals, but you could just be in the middle of transforming, possibly trying to transform your romantic life. Okay, and so the next card, you got the Three of Pentacles. So right now, looks like you're trying to work on something. Quite possibly your relationship. You're trying to collaborate with your partner on something. And you're embodying the King of Swords energy, where the king, he is very serious, but he's well disciplined. If something doesn't serve him, he will cut the other person off. He has a lot of control over his emotions as well. And then you do have the Five of Pentacles. So you may be feeling left out in the cold at this time. Maybe by your person. Maybe you're just feeling like even abandoned or just isolated from your person. Yeah, what's going on? Let me get a little bit of clarification on the Five of Pentacles. Okay, clarify the Five of Pentacles for Gemini. Okay, So you got the Two of Wands, which means right now you pretty much have the world at your fingertips, and you're in the first steps of planning something, and you're making decisions about your relationship. And with the fire energy, you are taking risks as well. So just so you know, this is a card of Aries. We have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the air signs. We have Capricorn, and we have the Tower with the ruling planet of Mars. Okay. All right. So what I want to do next is just get some advice for you from Spirit. So let's see what we can find out for you, Gemini. Gemini, advice, Spirit. Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. One more card. Advice from Spirit for Gemini. Okay, so you've got 4 cards. So you got faded revelations, uncover the omens, decipher their meaning, and embrace your destined path. Wow. So maybe this transformation that you're going through, you're just, figuring things out and what your real path is in this relationship. And next we have devotion blooms. Nurture both blossoms and thorns with tenderness. Yeah, you got to embrace the good and the bad sometimes. And then we have for you clouded vision. Recognize and discuss red flags or areas of concern. Okay, so if you're seeing red flags in your relationship, I would even, consult a friend or, just trust your intuition. And the last piece of advice is called Love Blocks. Dismantle hidden barriers to real intimacy and trust. So just so you know, I did do a video on karmic lessons, and I would highly recommend that you take a look and watch it. It gives, I feel, a lot of good advice for people, like, for example, that do have intimacy issues or trust issues. They're reoccurring cycles that you go through, and they keep repeating over and over and over again. So I recommend pretty much anybody to actually explore the video and watch it and just see where it takes you on your journey through life and love. All right, Gemini. Well, thank you for listening, and I'm going to be going on to the other sign now. And that's hi, Libra. It is your turn now for your reading. yeah, you could have just, you know, fast forwarded to your message or, um, but anyway, so I just want to let you know that I'm going to do a quick reading on what's coming towards you in love and romance. So let's go ahead and get into the message. All right, Libra. What is coming towards you at this time? What's coming towards Libra at this time, Spirit? What's coming towards Libra at this time? Okay. We got quite a bit of cards here. Yes, we did. Okay, so we got 5 cards. All right. So the first card you got is Temperance. So right away, we know this is a card of balance and taking things in moderation. So maybe you need to do that in your relationship, in romance. Okay. So you're also embodying the 9 of Wands energy. I call it the wounded warrior. You've already been through a lot in your relationships, and you're basically, it's like you're taking the last stand because you're persistent. Maybe your relationship is on the rocks, perhaps. Like I said, just take what resonates and just leave the rest for someone else. And also the reason why I say that is you have the 10 of Swords. So, I mean, this could even be like a betrayal of some type, or just a pure ending. So, I mean, your person may or may not have betrayed you, or maybe you feel like this relationship is ending. The next card you got is the 8 of Wands. So things are like moving like really quickly, like talking. The speed of whatever's going on in your relationship is going really fast. Whether it be, you know, the ending or the struggles you're going through with your person. But you are also embodying the Emperor. So you're definitely bossing up and taking the lead. The Emperor is very authoritative. It's pretty rigid and well disciplined. So maybe that's what's going on right now. I mean, sometimes you need to take the lead in a relationship because the other person can't do it. Okay, well, let's get some advice from Spirit on this. All right. I already shuffled the deck. And, all right. So for Libra, message for Libra, Spirit, some advice. All right, one more card for Libra. One more card for Libra. Okay. Alright, so you actually got a couple more cards. Okay, so we can get some more details. Okay. So, some advice. First card is turbulence. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. That's really, really important. Because if you do it in conflict, it's just going to make things worse. And the other card says laid to rest. Letting go of lingering disputes and make peace together. So that kind of goes hand in hand with turbulence a bit. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let things go. Alright, and the next card is Looming Agenda. You have different ideas about love and intimacy. That's pretty strong words. So maybe you feel this divide in your relationship. Because you have different ideas about love and intimacy. I'm not sure if you heard it in the beginning of the video, but I always recommend watching the video on karmic lessons that I did recently. I would encourage everyone to check that out. Okay, and last card for advice is Faded Revelations. Uncover the omens, decipher their meaning, and embrace your destined path. Wow. So to me, this is like the wheel card. So what I would do is, I just recommend that if you're going through cycle after cycle and it's a negative cycle, I would get to the bottom of it. Just trust your intuition as to what's going on between you and your person. All right, Libra. Well, I wish you luck with that. And you'll be seeing me again soon, I hope. I hope this did resonate. If not, just leave it for someone else. Okay, so I'm just going to move on now to Aquarius, Libra. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Okay, so I'm just going to keep the camera running just really quickly while I shuffle the cards for you Aquarians. Okay. All right, you Aquarians, I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to figure out what's coming towards you in love and romance. Definitely was not a good shuffle. Let's get a couple more in here. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay, now I'm going to split the deck. Okay. All right, you Aquarians. Thank you so much for your patience with that. So let's go ahead and get started and see who's coming towards you, or I should say, what's coming towards you in love. What's coming towards Aquarius in love? Okay, that's way too many cards. Alright, so we got that one. I'm just going to stick these back in the deck. Alright, so we got the Star card. And what else coming towards Aquarius? Aquarius, Spirit. What's coming towards Aquarius? Let's take the one. Okay. All right. So the overall energy for your reading, Aquarius, is the King of Pentacles. So right now you're embodying a very stable energy. The King of Pentacles, of course, he is very abundant, very affluent, secure within himself. It's great. All right. So, and then we got the Star card. So at this time, it's really a good time for love, because this is a card of just renewal and hope and a lot of healing. So maybe, let's say you're going through some turmoil in your relationship, you can focus on healing. All right, so the next card is the Seven of Wands. So right now, you're actually standing up for yourself, which is great. The cards that I have, it doesn't tell me what you're standing up against, but I think I want to get another card on that. See what you're standing up for or being defensive. Verify the Seven of Wands, Spirit. Okay, so we got the Emperor. So maybe your person is being controlling or bossy, and they're trying to maybe dictate terms. Okay, so that is a possibility. And then you also got the Page of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So the signs that we have is Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Just so you know. So these may or may not be the signs that you're dealing with. They may be in your chart, or just the energy at this time. Okay. So with the Page of Wands, it is a time for like fresh ideas and passion and being creative. So maybe you need to be creative at this time and passionate to kind of counteract whoever is being authoritative towards you. And then the last card of energy you're embodying is the Three of Pentacles. So this is a card of working together. So it's like you're trying to work with your partner on something. And like I said, it could be that the person is controlling. All right, so let's get some advice from Spirit. Okay. All right, advice for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius, Spirit. Okay. All right. So we have Moonlit Unity. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. So maybe you just need to try to be more understanding. Because you definitely need to have emotional balance between the two of you in the relationship. And not be controlling, as this Emperor is showing. So, and then it says, avoid burnout. Fiery passion is consuming. Sustain a lasting balance. So again, this is talking about balance. So if you're having a lot of conflicts and if someone's trying to control you, I would say just avoid it completely. Excuse me. So, and the last card is strong roots. Pull weeds of resentment so your love can bloom. That is a great message. Pull weeds of resentment so your love can bloom. Yeah, you definitely can't have feelings of resentment in any relationship, especially a love relationship. All right, Aquarius. So that's all I have for now. Please like and subscribe to my video. And I highly recommend checking out the karmic lesson video that I recently posted as well. I wish you all my love. Take care, and I'll see you soon.